Okay, so I just wanted to come in and take a minute to talk to you guys about starting out. If there's anybody out there that's starting or interested in becoming a barber or want to get into it, I have a couple of tips that I think you should try out, you know, to get your career started or your exploration started in this venture.
And pull myself to be one of the best I can. Yeah, I wouldn't wanna. Keep in mind I got longevity deals now. Keep in mind we're getting close.
Okay, so the first recommendation I have is for you to go to a barbershop, maybe one that you're comfortable with, or one that's in your neighborhood, or you know, if you know somebody, a friend that is a barber. I would recommend going to the barbershop and actually sitting in there with the barbers and watching them in action. That's what I did for quite a few months. I went into the barbershop, sat right beside the barber, you know, like right here or over here to the side as they're cutting their client's hair, and just watch them in action. Things to look for: you want to make sure that you are just watching the types of tools they're using, the clippers that they're using, and maybe some styling. Another thing you want to do is just look for how they are using their tools. How are they handling their clippers? Which clippers are they using for certain cuts? Which guards are they using for certain cuts or certain types of hair? Which shears they're using, if they're using a comb or brush, how often they're combing or brushing the hair of the client. You just want to pay attention to everything that that barber is doing. If you don't have access to a barbershop, or if you're limited, another good way is to look at the YouTube videos. Before YouTube was really like popping, there used to be a lot of DVDs that you could purchase that barbers had in teaching technique. Back in the day, not to tell my age, but back in the day I was buying DVDs to kind of get a feel for how to do certain cuts, and they came in handy. Now that YouTube is around, you guys can go on YouTube and you know, just search barbering and just watch. There's tons of videos out there of different barbers cutting hair and showing, you know, their skills and their techniques. So that's a really good way to learn. And again, you want to look for the same thing that I just mentioned. Those of you who are beyond the observation phase of it, of barbering, I would definitely recommend, if you need somebody to practice on, if you have like a younger sibling or child, or you know, brother, sister. I already said sibling. For those of you who are looking to get some actual hands-on practice, if you have any kids or anybody that you can practice on, or yourself, you can do that, you know, and practice on them. Before I had my locks, I would practice on myself. I had a short haircut, and I had a short haircut for a reason. It's because I wanted to practice the fading and the shape ups, and I didn't want to have to rely on waiting on somebody else to allow me to practice. So I practiced on myself, and that was helpful. One final tip is you could do some volunteer opportunities. There's a lot of homeless events or back to school events. You know, if you have a client or clients that are willing to, you know, get a basic level cut, maybe it's not like a superstar celebrity cut, but it is a good quality cut. You can do things where you can promote yourself and help to give some cuts to those who are less fortunate or those in need. So that's it. Again, just to recap, these are some tips in starting out. Observe the barbers that are in your local area, or go on YouTube and sorry, that's the dryer. Just to recap, some things you could do is go to your local barbershop and learn from them by watching. 2, go to YouTube and watch some different videos. And then when you're at that point where you're ready to start practicing and trying things out, see if you can get into like a homeless shelter and give some charity cuts for those people who are less fortunate. But they still deserve a quality cut, so don't go in there thinking you can mess people up. It's just a better way to kind of get yourself out there and to practice while giving back to the community at the same time. So that's all I got for now. This is my third vlog in my 2 weeks, so I'm sticking to my goal. It's your girl Tay. I'm out. It's your girl. It's your girl Tay. It's your girl Tay. And I'm out.
Ooh, when the time's right, I light up and ride off in sunsets and Corvette. Like I'm the plug and you don't know.